Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
What it is, ho? What's up? You hoes is scary as fuck. What it is, ho? What's up? Down the body, ain't that snug? Because girl, Nunu girl, did you think that you were gonna sneak her and like she wasn't gonna sneak you back or like what? I'm not gonna lie, this review and let me just say this.
If you get mad, even if you get offended, so what you gonna do? Because I guarantee you can't beat me up.
I don't care how none of y'all feel. This review, I'm eating if somebody is your fave in that house, I'm telling you 9 times out of 10, this review, oh yeah, yes ma'am, okay? I'm tearing them I'm tearing them down. I'm tearing them up, eating them up. The entire review. 9 times out of 10, oh baby, they're getting ate up this review because everybody got on my nerves this episode. All y'all hoes get on my nerves. I'm not team replacement, and I'm damn sure not team OG. I'm finna line all y'all hoes up, and I'm finna eat y'all the hell up because all y'all get on my nerves. So the episode starts off exactly where we left off last episode with Jelly Roll and Callie Chow. Jelly Roll and Callie are having a middle school food fight, child. Okay, it's just too much back and forth going on right now. Y'all hoes is not finna get in the paint. Y'all hoes talk too much. Y'all argue too much. But nobody's busting a move. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I'm confused at this point because I'm just like, why is y'all talking so much? Why is y'all talking so much? And then Callie finally comes around the table and walks around the table and walks up on Jelly Bean. But she so happens to walk up on Jelly Bean as her back is turned to her and she's twerking. Like Jelly Bean was like, girl, she was talking so much, girl. I just started twerking because it's like, girl, she was not trying to get into it. She was not trying to get in the paint, girl. She was not trying to get in the field. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't. So I just started twerking. It's like, as soon as Jelly Bean turned her back and started to twerk, that's when Callie walked up. So at this point, Callie, you're giving me scary because this is not the first time that this happened. It seems like you be trying to sneak people. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. What's up? But Callie thought Jelly Bean was going to get snuck because, girl, you really thought that she was going to sneak her? Like, I'm just confused. Like, I'm confused by that whole thing. Like, she popped it so much behind Gretchen. No shade. You know what I'm saying? And I respect Gretchen for standing up. And we're finna talk about that too because they were getting on my nerves. Everybody, I'm telling you, everybody this episode got on my nerves. Everybody. Everybody. Even the people that you don't even expect. Like, this is my thing with Callie. Ho, why are you popping it so much? Keep in mind, like I said, I'm not mad at Callie because it comes to the point with the replacements, especially Jelly Roll. Girl, bye. The most irrelevant one, girl, we barely seen you. I honestly just I don't care what Jelly Roll gotta say. I don't. Girl, you got tagged by Mariah Lynn. You ain't get your lick back. You let Tessiki drag you across the living room. You ain't get your lick back. And like I said, heavy on Mariah Lynn. You let Mariah Lynn of all people do you like that? Chow boo. Like Sapphire said, girl, that's Mighty Mouse. Okay, so girl, you've been getting tagged and beat on this entire, no shade, the entire season. And girl, and get your lit back from not one person, girl. Why are you talking? Not only that, but you're also a replacement. Why are you talking? So I was not mad when Callie initially told her to shut up because please, girl, shut up. But girl, you should have known an argument was going to come from that. And you had I just feel like I feel like Callie pop it too much, especially for you to be the first one to start throwing food and to start running your mouth. Girl, why you ain't pop it? Like I said, I'm not mad that you popped it because I wanted Jelly Roll to shut up too. Okay. But you're not like peanut butter and jelly is just across from you popping it and you're popping it back and none of y'all is doing nothing. And again, you're the one who said something first. So I'm going to need you to stand up and get in the field, ho. Y'all hoes y'all talk too much. This whole scene was a waste of time. And then you have a chance to get in the field. You walk up on her as her back is turned. And then when she turns around, you back up. You're a punk. you're scary. Like, I don't know. And I honestly don't want to say that to Callie out of all people, but girl, please, because you also did it to Jayla, and you've seen how that worked out for you. So I don't understand why you would think to do it again. So, girl, during all this, Diamond Body's like, oh, girl, we're having a food fight, girl. So she yells food fight. She yells food fight, and she literally throws food in the middle of the floor. I'm like, Diamond. Girl, I was so weak. I say, Diamond, girl, now is not the time, child. It's not the time, girl. Diamond said in her confessionals, she said, girl, they did not want to have a food fight with me. So Peanut Butter and Jelly is also popping it too. I'm looking at Jelly Roll, and I'm just like, girl, you look a mess. No shade, girl. You look a mess, girl. That wig is lifting, Miss Ma'am. That wig is lifting. Oh, you look like you got on a helmet, girl. Girl, you look like you got on a helmet. Her wig is so bad, girl. They need to send her home, like, just for that. No shade. Girl, I wanted to knock her up out her wig just by looking at it. It was making me so mad, girl. Why does your wig look like that? Why does it look like that? Her wig was a mess. Her outfit was a mess. Everything on her from head to toe was a mess. If I was Callie, I would have tore her up just for that alone. I don't understand. It's so beyond me that they were popping it for that long and nobody got in the field between those two. It literally irritated me so bad. Them getting mad at Gretchen for defending Callie is beyond me. Like, this is my thing. Like, no, I don't. I don't understand. Like, I be trying so hard to understand both sides, but I really don't understand. Like, so what? She was defending her friend and she didn't even do anything. Like, they act like if Callie and Gretchen jumped Jelly Roll, I would have understood, but they didn't jump her. Nobody got in the field. They didn't even come close to throwing blows. I don't understand why y'all so mad. What? Because Gretchen was on the other side talking ish with Callie? Girl, bye. That's all they did. Why are you so mad? Girl, please. Y'all just wanted a reason to hop on Gretch. That's literally it. Like, I understand. Okay, I understand to a certain extent, right? Because they were like, Meatball said it later in the episode or whatever. She was like, if you're injured and you're going home because you're injured, you need to shut up and just sit down. Okay? Because you're ending your stay anyway. Okay? So, like, I understand that part, but injured or not, you're not going to tell me that I can't defend my friend. And then again, I understood if Gretch and Callie jumped her, but nobody got touched. So why is y'all so mad? Why is it bringing y'all to the point where y'all are trying to fight Gretch? No shade. Like, but at the same time, Gretch, girl, you deserve it, girl. You done made them mad to the point where you literally breathe and they want to fight you. And it's your fault. So you know what? I'm not finna sit up here and defend you no more. I'm not gonna sit up here and defend Gretch, but at the same time, I don't understand why they were so mad that Gretch was sticking up for Callie. Girl, bye. Okay? I'm talking like in general. Nobody injured. I don't care if I'm on my deathbed. You're not going to tell me that I cannot defend my friend. Girl, boo, bye. So Jayla and Callie start going back and forth because, again, Jayla, Mariah Lynn, girl, be quiet. If I get somebody to whoop your mama ass. No, let me stop, girl. Oh, girl. Mariah Lynn, girl, hush. Please be quiet. No shade. Shut up, girl. Talking about some. But why, girl, hush. Please. Anyways, girl, so in the midst of that, Jayla and Callie start popping it towards each other. And honestly, the beef between those two is real tired. Like, it's tired. Like, ew. I feel like Jayla really just wanted a moment off of Gretchen and Callie. Me personally, like she did the first time, I feel like Jayla wanted a moment. That's what I said. I feel like she wanted a moment. It had absolutely nothing to do with her. Oh, if Gretch do this, then I'm gonna do this. Okay, but Gretch literally didn't do anything, so why are you talking? But at the same time, Gretch, again, you then disrespected these girls and irritated them to the point where you breathed the wrong way and now they're on you. And it's literally your fault, and I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for Gretch at all. Actually, I wouldn't mind if Gretch got her ass whooped on the way out. because y'all know she going home. And me personally, I feel like she went home a little bit too easy. I feel like they were a little bit too easy on Gretchen when she went home. I feel like she should have caught a couple fades on her way out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad, but the way that it happened was just so unorganic, and it just seemed like Jayla wanted a moment. But if Jayla still would have came across that little thing and would have hopped on Gretchen, I honestly wouldn't have been mad. Like, because I just feel like Gretchen is just disrespectful. Girl, I did not forget what you posted on Juneteenth. You hoe. I did not forget about that, girl. They should have whooped your ass on the way out, and I said what I said. But at the same time, Jayla, you were looking for a moment. Girl, boo. Okay? And it came across as very cringe to me. I don't feel like you ate. Give me that plate. I don't feel like you ate at all. I said what I said. Girl, so Jayla walks around the table, and Callie is still popping it. Callie got a lot of mouth. I'm starting to realize that. Girl, and I've been realized that, but like the first episode when it was all of them against Callie because they were all writing Natalie, and they all were defending Natalie when the beef was initially between Callie and Natalie. I feel like Callie was eating that episode because she was about that action. You know what I'm saying? Girl, she was trying to get in the paint with everybody. She didn't care. But I feel like Callie now, she popping it too much. And she popping it, but she not getting in the field. You know what I'm saying? So Jayla walking around the table, girl. Callie still popping it, girl. Literally hiding behind Gretchen. I'm confused. Girl, get in the field, ho. Get in the field. You had multiple times to get in the field. You keep popping it. You're not busting a move. You're not doing anything. You're coming across as scary. And I hate that for you. I hate that for you, Callie. Because I didn't think that you were like that. So it's just disappointing. That's all. Nunu starts to argue with Ahna again. And it's like, girl, shut up. I want everybody to rewatch the episode. And I want y'all to take a shot every single time. Girl, take a shot every time Nunu mentions her baby dad. Oh my gosh. See, I'm about to Nunu, just be quiet. Moral of the story. You're not eating. You're not. You keep picking at this girl for what? For what? It's ridiculous. This whole thing is just weird. She said something like, go mess with my baby daddy or go F with my baby daddy or something. And Ahna was like, girl, I would never. It was just so random. Like, y'all were arguing about one thing and you completely turned it into another. Like, girl, bye. I'm tired of you. You were irrelevant up until this point. You get on my nerves. You tried to pick something and you tried to pick an argument for what? It's annoying. It's very much annoying and I don't like it. You irritate me. Shut up. So girl, all that arguing and I just feel like this whole scene was so pointless. First of all, y'all met up for dinner. Y'all got y'all food. Y'all started to throw the food. I barely saw anybody eating the food because of all the commotion and all the fighting and arguing and stuff like that. So y'all met up for dinner. Y'all were talking about this dinner the entire last episode. Y'all met up for dinner. Nobody is eating. Y'all are throwing food. Okay. Not only that, but y'all are arguing, and again, nobody is busting a move. Nobody is getting in the paint. Nobody is getting in the field. All y'all doing is just arguing. Like, it was about 4, 5, 6 wet arguments, and nobody. Big Kiva went down the line, confronted Scotty, confronted Tessiki. What happened? Nothing happened. Okay. I don't even remember who Jelly Roll confronted, but she ended up getting into it with Callie. Gretch hopped in it. They didn't fight. Jayla mad because Gretch hopped in it. So now she coming for Gretch and Callie. They didn't fight. Nunu came out on the Mac. They exchanging words. They didn't fight. Nobody is getting in the paint. This entire scene was a waste of my time. No shade. It really was. None of y'all got in the paint and y'all didn't even eat. What was the point of this? If that was the case, y'all really should have just went straight to the house. Y'all should have stayed in the house, let the replacements come in like that, and then just got y'all issue. At least it would have, y'all, girl, this, moral of the story, this was a waste of time, that entire scene. So that scene is over, and Ahna goes outside, and she's not checking Mariah Lynn, but she's kind of coming at her a little bit, and I absolutely understand, because it's like, Mariah, if this is a situation between you and your so-called friend, not even friend, but if this is a situation between two OGs, something that has absolutely nothing to do with the new girls, why are you running your mouth to them? And Mariah Lynn is like, well, I didn't know that she was going to say that. Like, I really didn't know that she was going to say that. Like, and then Nunu is saying this stuff, and Mariah Lynn isn't saying anything. Not that Mariah Lynn really owes Ahna that, but girl, you could have at least been like, yeah, we made up. Like, there's really no need to even bring that up. Like, because all you're doing is you finna make me more mad, because you're now throwing salt on the wounds, and you're now making me relive what happened to my mother. So now you got me messed up, okay? So yeah, stop that. You know what I'm saying? Because we already made up. None of that was said by Mariah Lynn, so it just looks weird. It really does. It looks weird on Mariah Lynn's part. I don't think Mariah Lynn at all, especially because Nunu already admitted that production is the one that told her to do that. But still, like, it has something to do with you. You didn't speak up. You didn't say nothing. Are you scary? Like, what is it? Yeah, I understood why Ahna was irritated with her, because girl, what? And Ahna is taking off her shoe, walking around outside, acting like she gonna, girl, bye, girl. Why didn't you take off your shoe in there, girl? Why didn't you, girl, please? That would have been tea too, if you would have took off your shoe mid-argument and got to throwing it. Girl, but you didn't. Girl, please. Now you're in the parking lot, pumping your chest out, taking off your shoe, walking around, trying to fake run up while Nunu is in a car. Girl, boo. You know what I'm saying? I just cannot with this picky, choosy activity. I really cannot. And I don't understand how y'all call yourselves baddies, and y'all are the most picky, choosy group of women I have ever witnessed in my life. I don't understand it. So then Ahna ends up checking production. And I also agreed with this too, because it's obvious that this entire thing was set up by production. I understand it. I get it. I understand. I probably would have snapped on production too, because it's like, girl, please. Y'all set this entire thing up, but y'all don't want us to get into it. Y'all don't want us to get in the field. Make it make sense. Girl, boo. Okay? So in the next scene, I believe it is the day after. I think it's the day after, y'all, or either that night, girl. I don't know which one it is, but I think it's the day after. Okay, so Gretchen and Callie are on the phone, and honestly, I feel like this entire scene was very much pointless, and I could have went my entire life without witnessing it. I don't care about Gretchen, like, no shade, I really don't. Like I said, I will always give Gretchen her 10s when it comes to standing on business and standing up for herself and never being scared of anybody. But as a person, I can't not get jiggy with Gretchen. I just cannot. Like, I don't care that she's leaving. I feel like she should have got whooped on the way out. I feel like she should have got walked down on the way out, but she didn't. I don't care about anything that Gretchen has to say. Goodbye. I don't care about her outro. Y'all tried to make it sad. I'm not sad. I don't care about Gretchen. Next. Girl, boo. Okay, so I don't remember what happened with Jelly Roll, peanut butter and jelly bean girl. I don't remember what happened with her. All I know is that the next scene, Kiva and Nunu were in the car, and then they just showed the outro for Jelly Bean. Girl, I don't know. I'm like, first of all, why did she go home? Because I probably missed that. Like, no shade. That was like the only part that I really wasn't paying attention. But yeah, like, I don't know why she went home. They're sending all the new people home, like I said before, and nobody is clocking this, and it's irritating me. Like, nobody's talking about this, how this is an actual season where they finally took their viewers' advice and casted people from the auditions, casted like a handful of people from the auditions who did their big one, and all of the new girls / replacements are literally going home. And not only that, but y'all had a handful of girls from the auditions that made it, that were replacements. Y'all know I don't care for the replacements too much, but can we please clock it? And y'all brought them there and kept them in a hotel damn near the entire season. What? Okay, yeah. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, it's like y'all finally let new girls come onto the show that are actual audition picks, and they're not getting no type of shine, nothing. Y'all see Slim Too Bad and Dia went home. The replacements were supposed to replace them. They never replaced them. They literally waited the entire season to finally have them come into the house. At this point, who is y'all even replacing? Like, it just don't make no sense. They should have been in the house. Like, they should have been getting their shine. And like I said, I don't care too much for them, but I don't like the way that Zeus is doing them. I really do not. Y'all should have just kept y'all original cast and left the replacements out of it. If y'all were going to wait the entire season to finally let them into the house. Even when they finally came into the house towards the end of the episode, the girls were like, literally, it's the end of the season. Why are they here? Like, because at this point, for what? It don't even make no sense no more. Like, they were been supposed to replace Slim, Too Bad, and It's Dia. Y'all waited this long for what? Y'all sent J.O. home because of Meatball. Now Gretchen's going home, and she was also an audition pick. Well, I really don't care about that, but still, I'm just making my point. And now Jelly Roll is going home. All the new girls and audition picks are going home. That's crazy to me. Ciao boo. Anyways, girl, Peanut Butter and Jelly, she goes home, and Big Kiva and Nunu are in the car. They're on the way to the house, and these are the last 2 replacements standing, which is crazy to me, because again, the replacements never made it into the house until now, yet there are only 2 replacements coming in, and they started off with like 4 or 5 replacements. That is crazy. Okay, so Rolly and Tastiki meet up to talk about, the events from the night before, E.T. versus Rolly. They also talk about the dinner, and they talk about more stuff, the replacements coming into the house, this, that, and the third. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, any scene with Tastiki really just, it's like watching grass grow. Like, she's just boring. Like, she has no personality, like, outside of fighting. And I don't care what y'all say, because y'all say the same thing. Oh, the only reason why you say that is because she don't fight like that. She's mature. She doesn't fight. So you're mad. So you're saying no, ho. Tastiki is boring. That I said what I said, or at least on camera. That's how it comes across. Girl. Thank goodness Rolly has enough personality to make up for it. Child. So I still sat through the scene. But again, they really were not talking about anything. They were just recapping. I don't know what else to say. So the next scene, Scotty and Tinkerbella are recapping what happened. Oh my gosh. I feel like I keep repeating myself over and over and over again. Why are there so many recap scenes? Oh my gosh. Like, I understand at this point that this is the formula of every Zeus show, because they are not creative and they don't have no type of creative talent team, nothing, because it's not even like it's recapping an episode that we already watched. Girl boo. Okay. So Scotty and Tinkerbella are basically recapping the night before, and then Biggie and Meatball rolls up on them. Okay, so they're recapping and they're talking about the Ahna and Nunu situation. And again, they're basically calling out Mariah Lynn for not really saying anything, not basically trying to come to Ahna's defense, but more so like, why would you not speak up if the situation is pertaining to you and your big back crackhead ass mama? Like, why are you not speaking up or saying anything about it? Or at least saying, like, me and her made up, like, there's no point in trying to defend me. Like, I don't need you to defend. Like, nothing. Like, there was nothing from Mariah Lynn, but Mariah Lynn is a fake ass hoe, and she's been talking about Ahna to the new girls. It's obvious. She admitted it during the episode, so she has nothing to say. So that was that. So they tell Biggie, because Biggie was sick in bed or whatever, girl, sick in bed. And they basically tell Biggie, like, yeah, Ahna Mac and Nunu got into it, this, that, and the third. And Biggie was like, girl, win, lose, or draw. And Biggie said, win, lose, or draw. Hoes can get walked down about Ahna Mac, pretty much. Like, I'm on that about my cousin. Okay? Pretty much. Like, yeah, all that. You know what I'm saying? All that in a bag of chips. And I'm like, now keep in mind, this is my mindset before the actual brawl towards the end of the episode. So not too much on me. But when Biggie said this, I said, girl, please. Only because, not because of the fact that she wants to defend Ahna Mac, because there's nothing wrong with that. But girl, bye. Girl, please. If Biggie tell me, if Biggie tell me that she is gonna do that in defense of girl, I'm gonna be scared, child. Cause Biggie can't fight, child. Biggie can't even fight her own battles, let alone fight mine, girl. If Biggie tell me that she walking girls down about me and she finna do this, I'm gonna be scared. Because girl, what? Okay, so out of nowhere, Tinkerbella is like verbatim. Let me go back to the episode real quick and tell y'all what she said verbatim. Because the reaction from Meatball, I feel like it was too much. It was not needed. And I feel like they low-key but high-key could have talked about it. But Meatball off rip was just so hostile and so mean. It just came across, it's like, it was just it was so bad to watch, y'all. I felt so bad for Tinkerbella. I honestly felt for both of them, but I felt especially bad for Tinkerbella because Meatball really, I feel like her true colors came out in this scene. For real, for real. So Tinkerbella, to kick it off, Tinkerbella said calmly, she sounded a little hurt, but she said calmly, verbatim, at the end of the day, I just wanted to tell you, and you already know, because I mentioned it already. And again, she's calm with it. She's calm. She's cool. She's collected. She's not with the rah-rah. You can see in her face that she's hurt. You can see in her face that she didn't even want to address it. It seemed like production told her to address it. But whatever. We're here. She's addressing it. But keep in mind that she's calm, cool, and collected. Girl, when I tell you, it's not funny. It's really not funny. So don't take me serious if I start laughing. I'm just very unserious person. When I tell y'all Meatball interrupted her mid-sentence, I don't give a yeah, I really don't care. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like literally telling her, like, I don't, like, not even letting her get her sentence out, y'all. I don't care about none of that. Like, so fuck me. I don't care. I don't give a, bro, I'm like, y'all are not friends. Your friend is trying to, like, in no shade. She, like, Meatball is off rip, like, I don't care. I don't give a, like, I'm not trying to hear none of that. So get the off me. Girl, off rip, just so aggressive with it. Like, and although Meatball is so hyped up and so aggressive, Tinkerbella is still like, she's still calm. So she's like, I know you don't care. I know you don't give a, I know you don't care. Like, you trying to act tough for the cameras, this, that, and the third. Bruh, Tinkerbella looked so hurt. Like, I don't even think that she was trying to go there with Meatball like that. Like, I think that the vibe that Tinkerbella gave me was that, like, I just want to say what I got to get off my chest and we can be done. You know what I'm saying? But, like, she didn't give me off rip at least. She didn't give me the vibe that she wanted to do all of that. Like, I feel like Meatball pushed her to that point. Meatball just seems so damn spiteful, you big, bitter, sloppy, back-ass hoe. Girl, you're so bitter, girl. It just, I feel like all of her true colors came out in that scene. Like, I really cannot stress that enough. She, like, I cannot believe, I don't know why I can't believe it, but it's like, I expected so much more out of Meatball. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Meatball was one of the girls that I was really excited to see on Baddies, because I felt like it was going to be different. Clearly, she's true to herself. She doesn't care. But for you to just completely do that, like, just flip on your friends, and it seemed like it was for multiple reasons. It honestly seemed like it was building up. Like, there's no way that this was just solely over a chain. But again, she still displayed jealousy over a chain. So I feel like the chain situation was really just the icing on a cake, and it really is just what I feel like. It was so much stuff piling on top of each other, and I feel like the chain situation was just the icing on a cake. Like, I feel like that was like, okay, like, this is and then the chain situation resorted in, you know, Meatball talking behind Tinkerbella's back to the other girls. So I feel like all that tied in one was just it just was the icing on the cake for this situation, girl, because the way they were talking, the stuff they were bringing up, like stuff that happened way before the show, prior to them even being on the show and the show even started filming, you could just tell that their situation is a lot deeper than what than the chain. It's just not. It's not about the chain. Like, I'm not gonna say. I feel like it's about the chain, of course, but like the chain was the icing on the cake. But I feel like this been building up. It was too much emotion. It was too much hurt. They were bringing up too many situations that happened prior to this situation. These two have had it out for each other. Like, y'all, and it, girl, let me get back on track, child. The moment Meatball came out her mouth, and said, "You think you better than me? You think you better than me?" And called, Tink out her name and stuff like that. Girl, they were calling each other all out their names, girl. Girl, B word this, B word that, girl. I'm like, girl, y'all is not friends. Y'all, no shade, y'all is not friends. Anyways, the moment that Meatball came out the side of her neck, her dirt neck. The moment that Meatball came outside of her dirt neck and said, "You think you're better than me?" Girl, that literally just confirms everything that the fans been saying. Girl, you are jealous of that girl. You are envious of that, which I really don't even understand, because we all know who has more clout. We all know who has the bigger. Well, you know what? I do understand, because clout and having more followers and having more fame than your friend honestly doesn't mean anything, because we see it now. You saying that Tinkerbella feels like she's better than you is crazy. Baby, all them insecurities, all them true colors, girl, one thing about it, and two things for sure, baby, they're going to come out every single time, baby. And they came out for you this episode, Meatball, and I hated it for you. I hate that for you, Meatball, girl. I hate that for you. Even the fact that she was in Tink's face so confidently saying, like, "You think you're better than me? You know I deserve that chain second." Girl, what? Tinkerbella was taken aback. She said, "Girl, what? Do it really matter about a first or second? Why can't you just be like?" And Tinkerbella kept reiterating that, like, as my friend, as my sis. I feel like it was just so sad, and it just felt like a cry for help, because it shouldn't even take all this for her to get her point across to Meatball, and still didn't end up getting the point across. If you're my friend, if you're my sister, how hard is it to support me? How hard is it to just be happy for me? Like, it's not even about the chain at this point. Why are you so bitter? Why are you not happy for me? Like, you're not. "Oh, I congratulated you when you got the chain." No, you did not, Meatball, girl. You said, "Oh, congratulations." Girl, please. That was not no congratulations, child. Girl, we could all see the hate and the mad and the spiteful and the bitter all over that big back girl. We seen it. Stop playing with me and stop lying, ho. It's on camera. So at this point, the exchange between Meatball, they're still on the beach, by the way. It's still daytime. Girl, this argument lasted for hours, because by the time the argument was done, girl, it was pitch black outside. Anyways, so at this point, they are in each other's face. It is a hot mess. It's getting real heated. Scotty and Biggie are trying to calm them down, but it's not really much that they can do. You know what I'm saying? It's not much that they can do, but they're trying at least. Meatball snatches her mic off of her. Girl, she is livid. They're both mad. They're both emotional. So now it's nighttime, and we're getting deeper and deeper into the argument, and we're realizing, yeah, like, this is not just about a chain. Like, of course, the chain is what kicked this off, is what created this storyline. You know what I'm saying? And it's a big part of this storyline, because it showcased the Meatball being jealous, bitter, envious, whatever you want to call it, girl. Just overall not a good friend to Tink. You know what I'm saying? Can't even congratulate your friend genuinely or be genuinely happy for your friend. So the chain is, but we're realizing at this point, like, okay, this is a lot deeper than what they're trying to, lead on. Like, it's about the chain, no shade, and the chain was the icing on the cake, but they have some deep rooted issues with their friendship that it seems like that they're just now really bringing to the table and getting off their chest. Girl, apparently their friendship is a mess. I'm trying to figure out, girl, y'all was never friends, and y'all stand up here and put up a front like this, acting like y'all was sisters, and y'all done did this, that, and the third to each other. That's crazy, girl. So let's go down the line of what they were saying to each other. Girl, Meatball said that Tinkerbella flew her out to Miami to pretty much see. Girl, it's so much. It's so much. Okay, so apparently Tinkerbella flew out Meatball to Miami where she was staying. Basically left Meatball stranded. Nothing to eat, no nothing. She basically flew her out and didn't make sure that she was straight once she was there, okay? Not only that, but apparently Meatball spoke on Tinkerbella's daughter. She talked about Tinkerbella's daughter, which is insane as a quote-unquote sister, because technically, if you guys are as close as y'all say y'all are, because y'all claim to be each other's sisters, technically that would make her daughter your niece. So that's insane that you would even do that. And then when Tinkerbella brought that up, the fact that Meatball talked about her daughter, Meatball was like, okay, and I apologize for that. But it really didn't seem sincere to me. Like, no shade, it really didn't. What else? Because Meatball spoke on Tinkerbella's daughter, Tinkerbella dropped a diss track on Meatball. Like, it was just like, y'all are not friends. Y'all are enemies. No shade. Like, I cannot believe that y'all actually called each other y'all sisters. Y'all did, and everything that they were saying to each other about, oh, you did this and you did, no, it's not a lie, because nobody was denying anything. Y'all is weird. No shade. Like, this entire situation is weird. I feel like y'all not really friends. I feel like y'all were never really friends. Y'all did too much to each other. And then y'all did so much to each other that y'all still got low-key but high-key secret animosity towards each other because of the things that y'all did to each other in the past. So y'all are moving forward with this fake friendship, and then y'all doing more stuff to each other. So now it's just piling on top of each other, and it's just a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. And then Meatball got outed for talking to the other baddies about Tinkerbella, which again is beyond me, because if you guys are really as close as y'all try to portray out to the world and to the girls, literally had the girls convinced that you guys were actually blood sisters. To that point, y'all should be able to come to each other and talk to each other about y'all issues, especially about a damn chain. Come on. So they ended up getting back on the subject of support, and Meatball has the nerve. Because the whole thing with the support thing is just, Tinkerbella's like, girl, as your friend, as your sister, why can't you just support me? Like, how hard is it to just support me? And Meatball comes out the side of her dirt neck and she says, I can't believe she said this. She said, I can't support somebody who don't got nothing. What? Girl, pretty much saying like, girl, how can I can't support you. I can't support you because you ain't got nothing to support. Oh my God. Basically, girl, that was a low blow. That was a low blow. And again, for you to, it's just, girl, how was y'all friends? How are y'all friends? I'm not going to lie, girl. I would have been Miss Spider Monkey that day, girl. If I was Tinkerbella, girl, I would have hopped across it. When I tell you, baby, I would have hopped across that. F flipping a table, okay? F flipping a table, baby. I would have been across that table on Meatball, baby. And I just know that Tinkerbella moves faster than Meatball. I would have been on her like white on rice. No, ma'am. Because why would you come out your mouth and say that? Again, I'm trying to, now we're bringing our issues to the table. And again, I'm sitting here bringing an issue that I actually see. Like, why don't you support me? I'm bringing it to you and you got the nerve to tell me that I don't have anything for you to support? That I don't have anything? I don't have ish? That's crazy. That's crazy. Meatball just basically took a big dookie on everything that Tinkerbella has going on. Took a big dookie on everything that Tinkerbella has worked for up until that point. That's crazy. And I don't know, because I don't know Tinkerbella personally, but I'm guessing that Tinkerbella, like, I wouldn't want to sit here and assume and say that Tinkerbella doesn't have anything. That's crazy. Like, and Tinkerbella was like, well, girl, you know how hard I work for everything that I have. Why would you even come out your mouth and say something like that? And I agree. Why would you say something like that? That's crazy. How were y'all ever friends? And then we find out that Tinkerbella's, so at this point, they're just telling each other what they've done to each other. So again, it's a lot deeper than a chain. The chain kicked it off, but girl, they had a lot of deep-rooted issues before this chain situation. Ciao. So we find out that Tinkerbella's uncle passed away. We find out that her uncle passed away, and she's like, my uncle passed. At this point, she's boohoo crying. I'm talking about boohoo crying, girl. Tears coming all out her face, girl. She's hurt. The girl is hurt, okay? She's like, my uncle passed away, and you didn't even check on me. Didn't give me your condolences. Nothing. I got nothing from you. You're supposed to be my sister. You know, Meatball said, girl, I didn't know that. So again, y'all were never friends. Like, how do you not know something? I just don't understand. And then again, it just seems like Meatball does not care. It was just, girl, I'm ready. Let me hurry up and speed past this scene, child. So to make a long story short, the conversation ends with Tinkerbella telling Meatball, like, girl, I love you to death, but I cannot rock with you no more. And sometimes that is a hard pill to swallow. But I'm telling you, sometimes you just got to do it to the people that you thought, we're never going to cry. Sometimes you just got to do that. Like, I love you so much. I love you to death, but you're just not for me, and I just cannot rock with you no more. So that's basically what happened. And she basically went up to Meatball, grabbed her face, turned her to the camera, and she said, my baby watches this. Right now, I'm telling my baby that you will never get another opportunity to play with me or to disrespect me like this ever again. And I'm not going to lie, Tinkerbella, you ate that, MessyMya. She ate that up. She ate it up. I'm giving her tens. She ate it up. So Tinkerbella walks away. She's still boohoo crying. She's very much loud. She calls all of them fake. She says, I'm not like this. All y'all fake. All y'all this, that. Girl, and Scotty is so sweet. Scotty was like, wait, I'm not fake though, right? I'm not fake. So she said, I'm not fake, right? Scotty said, no, ma'am, not me, girl. So at this point, the conversation between Tinkerbella and Meatball is over. Over and done with, finito. Tinkerbella and Scotty walk away. Scotty is there for Tinkerbella. Biggie is there for Meatball. Meatball is just like, you know what? I have no more tears left to cry. I'm just ready for a real friend. How about this, Meatball? How about you learn how to be a real friend before you start talking about you're ready for a new friend? Because, girl, you can't even, please. Girl, child. So Big Kiva and Meatball come inside of the... Big Kiva and Meatball. Girl, I'm so aggravating. Big Kiva and Nunu come inside of the house with the baddies. Okay, like I said, the last two replacements standing. They come into the house and the girls are shook, which I really don't understand why, because Natalie definitely told them in y'all face that they were going to be there. So I don't know why the girls were acting surprised. Girl, Ahna is over there across the room talking ish, girl, pumping her chest out, acting like she tough, child. I'm getting a girl, Ahna, girl, I'm getting tired of you, child. But we're going to get into you, girl. So they come inside the house and Ahna is like, girl, you're not sleeping here. Basically talking to Nunu again, pumping her chest out, acting like she tough, acting like what her words say, girl, boo, bye, girl. Your word is nothing. I don't know who you think you are to tell somebody that they're not going to be sleeping in the house. Child, please. Meatball comes out the room with either scissors in her hand or something else, but she comes out the room with something and she is wilding out with a yellow jumpsuit on, just looking a mess, girl, crying, screaming, throwing a temper tantrum, girl, with, like I said, she had on all yellow, looking like a banana, child, just Big Bird, banana, whatever you want to call her, child. That's what she was looking like, girl, just a hot mess. Okay, so the new girls are by the bar, and at this point, everybody is literally crowding around them, talking ish, like it was just a mess, like they're not gonna lie, like their presence from the beginning turned that house up, baby. Like, y'all, these two replacements, by the way. It's not even like all of them were there. It's not like Jelly came. It's not like Big J.O. came. Yeah, all that. It's not like she came. We're talking two replacements. Got y'all in a frenzy like this is insane. As OGs, got y'all in a frenzy like this, crazy to me. Anyways, so girl, Natalie tells the other girls, like, y'all, I don't know why y'all acting like this. I told y'all yesterday that they were going to be coming. Y'all knew that they were going to be coming. Okay, let's, like, you know what I'm saying? Natalie is saying this, like, y'all knew they were going to be coming. I told y'all last night at the dinner. And we got to get ready for a booking. So, like, basically calm down. Girl, they start to argue again. This whole scene, it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much for y'all to, it's, especially with, okay, this is my thing with Nunu and Ahna. If I was, okay, I got two things to say. Ahna, if you never had the intention to get in the paint, if you never had the intention to get in the field with anybody, I feel like you should not be popping it as much as you are. I don't care. You're not going to get in the field with nobody. You're not going to fight nobody. You immediately knowing, okay, before they even came into the house, you knew that DTB was going to take your fade. It was painfully obvious that you guys talked about it before the new girls even stepped foot into the house. You never had any intention on getting in the paint with Big Kiva or Nunu. You never had any intention. So why are you still talking? Shut up. It's too much. And I understand, don't get me wrong. I understand that Nunu started with her first. But again, if you have no intention on getting in the paint, shut up. She was talking too much. She was doing too much. I'm trying to figure out where to injure. And at this point, I feel like injured reserve should go home. Go home. Especially Ahna. Because I don't understand how she playing Ring Around the Rosie with Biggie, bragging about beating up people, big back ass mamas. Okay. And we fighting mamas, and we fighting mamas. What you say? And we fighting mamas. And you're mad because your mama got beat up. All that. You supposedly whooping on mamas that are way bigger than you. But but now you're too injured to get into it with anybody. You got into it with Mariah Lynn round after round after round. I'm talking about her and Mariah Lynn went about 4 to 5 rounds. Back to back to back. But now you're unable to get into it because you're injured reserve. Girl, boo bye. This is my thing with injured reserve. If you're injured reserve, be injured reserve, sit cute and be quiet. Get your free check. But why are you doing so much as injured reserve? And then you pick and choose, when you want to use the injured reserve card in your favor. It don't make no sense. I really don't understand why she had DTB take her fade. I don't care what none of y'all say. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. Oh, she's injured. She's injured reserve. That's why DTB took the fade. Girl, bye. And then everybody's in the confessionals like, oh yeah, well, Ahna can't fight. So yeah, DTB took it. No, DTB is a flunky who took the fade to try to make herself look good. Like, I don't know what else to say about that. Like, I really don't. Like, I feel like there's no reason why Ahna shouldn't have took the fade. She popped it so much. Y'all literally argued so much. The day before that, Ahna was just telling Nunu to get up out her seat and do something when they were across the room from each other at the dinner. But now you can't fight. But now you're bragging about it too. You're like, oh, my friend wanna get in the paint with you. My friend wanna fight you. My friend wanna run that fade. My friend wanna run that fade. Girl, what? You had no intention on fighting and you like, keep in mind, just imagine. I can't imagine how Nunu felt. Just imagine you arguing back and forth with somebody. Little do you know, the whole time you thinking you gonna get in the paint with them. Y'all got into it the night before. You started it, no shade. You started it. You thinking, okay, we gonna get in the paint. We gonna get in the paint. We gonna get in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still, the next day, y'all still getting into it. Y'all still arguing. Both of y'all still popping it. And the other person is doing a lot. Oh, baby, she foaming at the mouth. She shaking and everything, girl. Shaking like a whore in church. Trying to make it seem like she trying to get to you. Whole time, she plotting, trying to have somebody else take her fade. Ahna, you're scary. I said what I said. And I was so I'm like, she popped it that much. Just for her to literally not get in the field is crazy because you're injured reserve. And then when DTB ended up getting into it anyway, you still ended up sneaking and trying to jump somebody, but you're injured reserve and you can't fight. Girl, bye. You are so scary. She is so scary, y'all. I literally cannot. I don't care what none of y'all say. I don't care. I'm getting on everybody. Nunu too. I'm not on Nunu's side. I'm not Team OG, and I'm damn sure not Team Replacement. I'm not Team Replacement, and I'm not Team OG, because all y'all get on my nerves. So let's get into it. So girl, Ahna Mac never ended up getting in the paint with nobody, never ended up squaring up with nobody. She tagged DTB in. DTB, you're a flunky. I said what I said. But you know what? I'm not mad at DTB. I'm not. She a flunky, and I feel like this is not the first time that she's done something like this, because clearly she snuck Bianca from Mariah Lynn. So like, this is not too far-fetched of DTB to do. So it's not even like I'm like completely mad at her. It's just like, girl, you look like a follower. You look like a flunky trying to defend a girl who claimed that she can't fight just for her to end up jumping in a fight literally 5 minutes later. That's crazy. Girl, bye. You know what I'm saying? And just for her to be, you again, I understand. Okay, if my friend was truly injured reserve, right? If she was truly injured reserve and could not get into it, right? Then I get it. I'm going to take that fade. I understand. You're not a flunky. You're simply a friend trying to defend your friend. But you know, your friend has not only put her hands on somebody's mama, which again, I understood because she was defending herself. Put her hands on somebody's mama, fought somebody's mama, and fought the daughter days later. I'm not finna play with you. Please. Talk about an injured reserve. Chow boo. If she gonna be injured reserve, let her be injured reserve. Ahna Mac shouldn't even be around these situations. Don't have no more injured reserves on the show. I'm gonna just say that. Don't. Because she's using it as a crutch and it's annoying. She only uses it when it's to her benefit. It's aggravating. If you're going to be injured reserve, be injured reserve all the time. Don't have somebody take your fade. And then when they take your fade and they end up losing the fight, that's when you want to pop. Girl, please. Anyway, so girl, they ended up going to the living room because, of course, they were in the middle area at first and they're not going to be getting down in there. So they ended up going to the living room, child. And Nunu and Diamond Body squared up first. So let me just say this about Nunu. Nunu, baby, I don't feel bad for anything that came your way this episode, because at the end of the day, you let production put a battery in your back. You started this entire thing. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because I see everybody online calling Ahna scary, which I completely agree. I feel like Ahna is scary. But Nunu, you started this entire thing. You started it. Let's talk. Let's get into it. Okay? Let's get into it. You started it. I don't feel bad for Nunu. I said what I said. I don't care. I don't feel bad for her. Now, am I going to call out the OGs for some of the things that they were doing to the new girls? Of course. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I'm not biased. Just because I don't feel bad for what came somebody's way doesn't mean I'm not going to call out the other party if they were wrong. But Nunu, I don't feel bad for you, mama. I really don't. You started this entire thing. You are literally the root to all of this. All of this literally was the root to you running your mouth and popping your gums the day before about a situation that had nothing to do with you when Ahna Mac was minding her business. Probably wasn't even going to say anything to you because she didn't know you. But you, being a replacement who lacked camera time and who was so desperate for a storyline, now you got your storyline and I don't feel sorry for you. I said what I said. I don't feel sorry. Anyways, so next, I don't feel sorry for her. I don't care. Don't. But she, I'm not gonna lie. She stood 10 toes. She stood on her own 2 feet. She was catching them fades. She was not scared to get in the paint, unlike somebody else. And that is what it is. I'll give her 10s for that. But do I feel bad for her? Absolutely not. I don't. I'm sorry. Anyways, so Nunu ends up squaring up with DTB. Me personally, I feel like both of them did pretty good. Like, I feel like both of them did pretty good. Like, you know, I feel like the first round was kind of weak a little bit, but I feel like they were a really good match. Like, I feel like they were both doing, you know, I feel like they were doing their stuff. Okay, so after the first round, DTB goes over to Ahna Mac and starts dapping her up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, all that, girl. Well, yeah, I did that, girl. Girl, when I tell you Nunu came, it's not funny, but it had me laughing. Girl, when I tell you Nunu came from the side, girl, and snuck DTB, girl, knocked DTB right on her, you know what, girl. Girl got knocked, girl. And let me tell you this, Ahna Mac, Miss Girl, because you dodged the fade in the house, but I just know Nunu was going to get you at the reunion. And let me just say this. Ahna Mac, let me just say this. If Nunu literally knocked DTB down to the ground with one hitter quitter, okay? Knocked her to the floor with one hitter critter. And DTB is not no little girl, okay? She not like you. She not a lightweight like you, girl. DTB got body, okay? Real thick, okay? She's bigger than Nunu. Girl, she gonna tear you up. She gonna, girl. Girl, when I tell you, girl, that hoe was on the floor. Good child swimming on the floor. That's crazy. But during the second round, after the second round, I feel like the second round was really good between Nunu and DTB. Anyways, no, I'm skipping ahead. Okay, so right after Nunu sneaks DTB, which she was wrong for that because, girl, you knew that you were going to run it with DTB round for round for round. I feel like if anything, Nunu missed her opportunity to sneak Ahna or to do something to Ahna because DTB was literally dapping up Ahna as Nunu came up and stuff. She should have got Ahna. Like, that's who she should have got. But anyways, as Nunu got her karma immediately. Like, she snuck DTB. When I tell you, Biggie literally slid her. I'm not gonna lie, Biggie ate that one little thing. It's just so crazy to me, though. And I'm not taking it away from Biggie because, like I said, I feel like Biggie ate down by defending her friend. You know what I'm saying? She defended DTB. Cool. Right? But my thing is, it's like, where was this energy with Jayla? Like, when Jayla was knocking you all in your ish, literally knocking you in your ish, and you were off to the side crying somewhere, where was this energy then? Like, you're sitting here trying to jump into somebody else's altercation when you can't even handle your own business is crazy to me. But you know what? Like I said, I'm not even going to take that away from her. I feel like she ate that one little thing. Like, girl, Nunu got her karma immediately. Like, you literally snuck somebody and got snuck right back. And you thought you ate. Well, I'm not going to lie. She did kind of eat, though. She had... DTB literally slid across the floor, girl. I was gagged. But anyways, you thought you ate that one little thing. You kind of did. But, you got ate up right back. Like, Biggie literally got her right after that. Like, no hesitation. But had her wig and everything. So now that Biggie then got Nunu, now Big Kiva wants Biggie. But Ahna Mac is off to the side running her mouth. And it's like, let them settle. I don't understand. Like, Big Kiva called out Biggie one-on-one. It's not like she was trying to do... No, bro. Like, girl, bye. Okay, so Ahna Mac is off to the side talking her ish again. And again, I'm just like, girl, if you're injured reserve, girl, stay injured reserve. Like, you're already scary because you're having people take your phase for you. You're having people literally defend your battles. You're having yet another person save you from going head up with somebody. That's already bad enough and it's already embarrassing. But you're also off to the side talking ish when you couldn't even be real enough to step in the paint with... Like, come on, girl. Like, just hush. Anyways, so Ahna Mac is off to the side talking about some, if you touch Biggie, if you touch Biggie, girl, bye. Girl, shut up and let them get into it. So Kiva and Biggie didn't even end up getting into it. Big Kiva ended up running her ones with DTB. And I'm just like, and DTB was getting tore up. Big Kiva was tearing DTB up. Let's talk about it. Y'all don't want to talk about it though, because DTB y'all favorite. Okay, and I love me some DTB. Well, do I like googly eyes? Sometimes I like her. Sometimes she get on my nerves. But y'all don't want to talk about it. DTB was getting tore up to the point where Ahna Mac was literally off to the side trying to plot on her. If y'all watch this episode, and it's one thing to say that Ahna Mac ate, because I've seen a lot of that, how y'all feel like Ahna Mac ate, which I don't understand why, because she literally did not do anything. But it's one thing to say that she ate, but it's another thing to sit here and lie and say that she's not scary. And y'all really had this girl believing that she's popping it, that she's just doing, no. Y'all got her believing this, and that girl is scary, okay? With a capital S. So anyways, Kiva is tearing DTB up so bad to the point where Her mic is on, so we hear everything that she's saying. She's literally off to the side telling Biggie, you need to go get Big Kiva now. Don't let DTB fight by herself. Don't let DTB get into it with Big Kiva by herself. You're a punk. So she's literally off to the side plotting and trying to convince Biggie to jump Big Kiva while she's into it with DTB. Biggie doesn't do it. So when they go on the couch, she takes it upon herself to sneak Big Kiva. You're a punk. And I said what I said. All right, y'all. So that is all I have for you guys today. That is where the episode ended, with Big Kiva getting snuck on the couch by Ahna Mac while she was still tussling with DTB. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about this episode. I said what I said. I don't care what y'all gotta say. If y'all get mad, everybody got called out. I'm not on anybody's side. Like, everybody got on my nerves this episode. I'm not even gonna lie. But if you made it to the end, make sure you drop a clocking emoji, because I feel like the girls got their tea clocked and I said what I said. So if you made it this far, and if you are a real Messy Mob member, Messy Mob stand up, go ahead and drop a clock emoji. I love y'all so much. Wouldn't be here without y'all. Y'all know I gotta give y'all 10s. Messy Mob is the realest mob. It's MessyMya. I'm out. Bye.